full. Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Game over, series over, and the Red Sox are world champs again. The Edge is ready to celebrate. So are these fans. It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions. Now here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight.
You're listening to the Pesky Report, a podcast dedicated to the Boston Red Sox by Red Sox fans. The Pesky Report is happy to announce that we will be sponsored by High and Happy Catering out of Springfield, Massachusetts. High and Happy Catering creates gourmet meals for small or large events with a twist. All of their meals are cannabis infused. If you are looking to have a real happy meal, call them at 413-785-8999 or search for them on Instagram at High and Happy Catering. You'll be happy you did. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Pesky Report. My name is Brad Chandler. This is episode number 62. With me today, I have my co-host, Ed. How are we doing?
I'm great. God, I love those sunglasses. You should never take them off. Those are fantastic.
I'm probably going to do every episode until the end of the season with these on.
Isaac,
we are also joined by our other co-host, Isaac. How are we doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic as well.
Yeah, what a fantastic way to go into the New York Yankees series. We sweep the New York Mets. Actually, we swept the series, the season series.
Yeah.
We had Pivetta, who took game one. He thought he was better than DeGrom. And then we had Richards, who just like out of nowhere decided to throw an absolute gem. And then this time we had Sale and Erod. Okay. It is what it is. But we'll talk more so about that and whatnot. But I want to get you guys' opinion on the City Connect jerseys because I know there's a lot of people out there that absolutely hate them. I think they look like the Bruins, UCLA Bruins, I think it is. Is that the colors of is that who it is?
I think so, yeah.
So, I get that one. I get that they're not red and they're not blue or whatever. So they're not the Red Sox. They're the Yellow Sox and whatnot. What are you guys' opinion on the yellow jerseys?
Fucking love them. Liked them from the get-go. Love them more now that they're on a 7-game win streak. But also, I mean, who gives a shit that like have you really thought about the Red Sox as a team name? You're just kind of describing they don't wear Red Sox every game, so who cares if they're wearing like blue and yellow, like whatever. It's a nice aesthetic. They look good, they're winning, they seem to enjoy it. Awesome, let's do it.
Isaac?
Have you ever heard the term you don't fuck with the winning streak? That's exactly what they're doing. And I love it. I'm not that big of a fan of the colors, but whatever helps to win, you do. I don't care.
Keep wearing them. I hope they keep winning until the fucking World Series, and
honestly,
they get to keep wearing these. The fucking people are like, what are these fucking yellow pieces of shit doing on the field? They shouldn't be here. Oh, you just called us a piece of shit? Here's a bomb. Oh, you called us a piece of shit? Here's another bomb. Oh. Martin Perez is going to come out. He's going to shove. Like, let's do it. I'm a fan of them. I was a fan of them since it came out. When they were introducing them back in, I think it was April, when they said they were going to do them. They released a picture of the jerseys. As soon as they were available, I went out and bought one. I bought the hat. I bought the jersey. I got me a Devers jersey. Absolutely love it. They do look kind of weird when you're like, on TV is a little different than when you're live and at the game and whatnot. So it's just a little weird seeing, like, I don't know, JD Martinez running across the field in a yellow jersey. But
Listen,
I saw fucking Kike Hernandez in a fucking banana suit, so I'm fine with it, you know?
listen, I can't. Have you seen that 1950s Red Sox mascot that looks like an anthropomorphic condom? You can't talk about Red Sox fashion, okay? Like,
Wait,
and
what?
honestly, the only have you seen? Oh my God, I've got to send you a link to this. Let me go
Red
find
Sox,
it.
what year?
It was like from the 50s or something. Hang on, you can see it at the stadium. They sell hats of it for some reason. Let me see if I can find it. 1950. I swear to God, it looks like
Mascot?
mascot. It looks like the red. It looks like Disney made a like a
Red Sox, and it
condom.
looks like he's. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm here. I'll put it in the.
Yeah, it looks like a boner or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, no, it looks like a condom came to life and got a baseball bat. So, like, honestly, that's the only way you can make me like these uniforms more is if you bring that guy back and make him the symbol for the whole team, put a dead center in the middle of it, because I love that guy. But yeah, no, love the new uniforms. Go ready to go on record saying that times a million. Look, it's a condom. It's a living condom.
That's
What the hell is that?
That is from the 50s. That was actually their mascot.
That's
I
disgusting.
don't know if he had a name, but that was. It's in the stadium. You can see it there when they have like the history of the logos.
Yeah,
It's
when you
right there.
walk down
And
the
every
tunnels
time I
and
see it,
whatnot.
I'm like, were mushrooms illegal in the 50s or something? And like, it just wasn't widely reported. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I honestly forgot about that. Hold on. Somebody actually dressed up as that fucking mascot. Holy shit.
I can't believe that.
No, it's for real. It really did happen. Holy shit. No way. Yeah, definitely would take the yellow fucking jerseys over that thing, whatever it was.
An abomination. I love him, but I don't blame you.
I love the jerseys. Don't care what anybody says. And like Isaac said, don't fuck with a winning streak. Yeah, there's a lot of not conspiracies. What's the word I'm trying to come with? What's that word, Isaac? I know you know it.
What are you trying to say?
Like you don't change your sock if you're doing good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nah, there's an actual word
Superstition.
for it. Huh?
Is it superstition?
Yes. There's a lot of superstition when it comes to baseball, man. A lot of Red Sox fans actually have that superstition. It's like they had it for 86 fucking years. Like they weren't going to end up winning the World Series when they got to it. Like in 2004, when we were down 0-3 and against the Yankees, I mean, you can't tell me that as a Red Sox fan, you were like, "Fuck, we're not going to win this." 'Cause I know I was at 0-4. And but I'm just happy we did. But there's a lot of superstition, and I love the superstition of the fucking yellow jerseys, though. So I hope they win 3 more games. Now here's another question for you guys. I know a lot of people don't want to see the Blue Jays in the wild card, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get that because I don't really want to see the Blue Jays in the wild card. But this weekend, if we can mathematically, are we able to mathematically, eliminate the Yankees from the wild card game?
No, because if we sweep them, we'd be 5 games up on them. So basically, if we win 2 games out of the 6 against the Orioles or Nationals, if we sweep the Yankees, that's all we need to clinch a spot.
Okay, so we still got some work to do before.
Yeah.
We have 5 games. That's our number.
I don't know. I really
I'm
don't.
not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what the magic number is right
we have
now.
9 games left, and we're 2 games on the Yankees, and we're 2.5 against the Blue Jays. So our magic number is probably 6.
Jesus, that's
But-
crazy.
But
that also
goes down
means
more.
they lose.
Yeah,
and
it goes
shit
down
like that.
more if they lose. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's fucking insane, man. How are we feeling now? We feeling good?
I'm feeling good, but the Yankees are having their 3 best starters against us, which makes me a little bit nervous. As long as we don't get swept, we should be fine, which I highly doubt we're going to get swept.
Yeah, we'll end up talking about that towards the end of the episode. But how are you How are you feeling, Mr. Ed Hand?
You know, I'm just enjoying the season because I know I'm going to miss it in a couple of weeks or however much longer the Red Sox run is. And, you know, I'm just trying to take it all in. How, honestly, and with all of the turns that the season's taken, all of the horrible losing streaks, all of the really just fun winning streaks, and this has been one of my favorite seasons in a very long time.
It's been
I'm just enjoying it.
It has been one of those incredible seasons, like especially from the get go. Like we started off, we get swept by the fucking Orioles. Back in April when we got swept by the Orioles, just those first 3 fucking games, you cannot tell me that you were like, well, fuck, like we got swept by the Orioles, and it's just like.
So we still suck.
Yeah, exactly. Like we got rid of Kickham, we got rid of Godley, and we still suck. Like what the fuck? But we went on like a 9-game winning streak right there.
Yep, swept the Rays, beat the ever-loving shit out of the Yankees for the first half of the season. I mean, it doesn't matter how they do in this last series, they've already clinched the season series. That is how hot they were for the first 3 months.
That's how you make the playoffs.
Sorry, I just got a message from hold on 1 second. Boston Strong is messaging me right now.
Oh, damn. It's a big name, Brad.
Oh, no, it's not big name.
Big name for Red Sox Twitter.
I enjoy his content. A lot of people fucking hate it, and some of the stuff he says gets under other people's skin. But I think some of the stuff he says is pretty funny. He made a comment earlier about Matt Barnes and Martin Perez not making it on the postseason roster.
I saw that. I was watching that.
He got fucking shit all over, and then Smitty fucking posted the exact same thing, and I don't know how badly he got shit all over.
I was part of the, shitting on them, so whatever.
I'm not. I'm happy to talk that over with you, though.
Well, I mean, I know Isaac's stance on Matt Barnes and how he's been through the postseason and whatnot, but he really didn't look all that great tonight.
He hasn't, but you got to give him a couple more appearances.
And his last, but we're starting to run out of chances. You know what I mean? I mean, like tonight was a great chance for him to just pound the strike zone, do your thing. I mean, we're up like 12-3. Just fucking throw the ball. Like, throw a strike. What he threw? He threw 21 pitches and like 8 strikes or something like that. That's not good.
I guess here's my question for you, Isaac, and I'm just curious. If we're going into the playoffs, like say this is the wild card game, and you have to bring out your best bullpen. Where do you use Barnes as your weapon here? Like, what inning are you putting him in at? Like, and where do you trust him in a close game?
It depends how long the starter goes, but I'll use an example. If Erod goes 5 innings and allows 2 runs, whatever, I don't mind him going in the 6th or 7th. As long as he's fresh. I don't mind any reliever other than Salomar or Perez going in mostly any situation. If you play matchups, that's what I believe in mostly. I think we should be fine.
I trust Barnes about as much as I trust Salomar right now. I think that, and I like both of them. You guys know I'm a big Salomar fan, but they've both been so inconsistent recently. It's that matter of trust. Honestly, if I'm in a tie game in the 5th inning, I'm going to Whitlock first, and then we're going to see. I'm keeping it as close as I can for as long as I can. I mean, assuming Whitlock's off the IL by then.
Yeah, if it's a lefty, I'd go Taylor because he's dominating against lefties. If it's
Taylor's been great. Yeah, Taylor's been good, and they've got Darwinson back now, so you feel better about having another lefty in the
your 2 main weapons in the bullpen are going to be Whitlock and Houck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. People are forgetting that he is in the pen. He's the guy that I honestly trust as I would, especially if it's a righty-heavy lineup. I use him for the 8th and 9th inning.
Yeah, I'd use him for both innings.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Like right now, like you said, Ed, I wouldn't trust Barnesy or Samora. Samora, after his outing, which game was it? I know it was the last series versus the Orioles.
Oh my god.
He's tagged.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, man? Like you're throwing shit against a shit team like the Orioles, and you're getting hit. Like, fuck you.
He's fatigued right now. It's not. If you look at him at the beginning of the season, what he's throwing now, his arm is jello right now.
Hold on. How is he fatigued when he had 10
it's
days
not fatigue.
off?
It's from the whole season. It's an injury. It's fatigue. It's an injury. It's something. His arm is not what it was.
You got to understand, Japan's balls are much different than MLB's, and he was definitely using some type of substance, and he kind of regressed a lot since. So that probably has a play in it.
Yeah, but not to the extent that he's been pitching recently. I definitely agree from where he was at the beginning of the season to where they removed it. But plenty of pitchers were using sticky substances and were able to bounce back from it. Even look at Richards; he sucked as a starter, but figured it out after long enough. Salmer as a pro, he definitely. I think it's more than just like he sucks. I think that there's definitely something up with his arm.
I think the substance effect has significantly made his command worse. That's what it mainly is. It's command. His stuff is still there. He's still having a nasty splitter. He's still throwing 97.
Not nasty enough.
One at bat he'll walk a guy in 4 pitches, and then the next at bat he'll strike out a guy on 3 pitches with 2 nasty splitters. That's who he is.
I don't know, man. Sonny's been a little different for me lately. And, Isaac, you make a good point with the whole balls over in Japan. And, I haven't seen his whole, the rotation of the ball or whatever, the RPMs of his balls. Speaking of balls.
Oh, my God.
Hey, it's a great transition.
Balls.
Come on. Is this not a good transition to
Are we speaking of balls?
We are speaking of balls.
Speaking of balls, wow. How are we speaking of balls, Brad?
We are speaking of, we'll wait on it. Isaac seems to be a little embarrassed in it.
You're good.
All right. Well, it's the first time I get to do it. I get to talk about my balls with Ed. I've talked about my balls with you on before, but Ed.
Yeah.
Do you like playing with balls?
I love playing with balls.
I'm not talking about baseballs.
What?
I'm talking about your balls.
My balls?
Your testes.
My
the ones
testes?
down under.
Oh, wow. My nether regions?
Yes, your nether regions. Isaac, do you
my hanging
play with your balls too?
Do I what?
Do you play with your balls?
No comment.
That's a big yes. All right, well, our friends over at Manscaped, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, want you to shave your pubes with the Mike Trout. With the Mike Trout of ball trimmers.
What they mean is it's going to be great for the first 2 months, and then it's going to break.
Oh, fucking Christ, Ed.
I don't know. What was the last time he played? What was the last time he played?
Can't be doing that, man. We're doing an ad read. Seriously.
It was a joke.
No.
Mike Trout's the greatest player in baseball. We know that.
You've ruined that. We're talking about if we're doing an ad read, you're just like, oh, it's going to break?
Well, you compare it to who is it then? If it's not Mike Trout, I'm not saying that it has to do with the device. I'm saying that Mike Trout should be the guy that you're using.
All right,
who is the most reliable player in baseball?
I'm going to take that out.
Otani.
So is it? Might you say it's the Shohei Otani?
It's already ruined. It's already ruined. Don't worry about it. You're going to have to take that out. Holy hell. Can't be talking about that shit. All right, whatever. Hey! Do you like playing with your balls?
I like playing with my balls.
I like playing with my balls, too.
I like to put myself on mute.
You like to put yourself on mute while you're playing with your balls? Is that what that is?
I understand it. It's shame. He doesn't want people here. I get it.
Well, being a young man and whatnot, you don't usually like come out saying, "Hey, I play with my nutsacks."
I mean, I have a girlfriend.
Hey, I have a girlfriend too.
I have a girlfriend. We're all totally heterosexual here.
I mean, wow, like congratulations, we all have girlfriends.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Pretty neat.
Do you shave your balls?
Me?
Have you ever? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've done it before. I kind of go
obvious.
through different phases with it. I have my periods when I'm doing it. I have my periods when I'm don't.
I used to use razors, like actual razors.
Ow, that sounds.
You want to know what's
That's
worse?
dangerous.
You know
That's
what's
what I
worse than
use.
that?
It's not fun.
You know what's
Ow.
worse than that? So in the past like 10 years, I stopped actually using like your everyday like razors or whatever, like, and I started using a straight razor.
What? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
I've snipped a couple areas.
Oh
That's
no.
But I'll tell you what, man. Since I've gotten the Manscaped, I had it at the lawnmower 4.0. I have not bled once. I will say that. Yeah.
You've used this device and it hasn't caused you to bleed from your testicles once.
It has not. It's got this little LED light on there too. That is just fucking fantastic.
That's so fucking cool. Can you tell me more about this?
You can shave your shit like while it's dark as fuck too.
Oh my god! I can get like the whole ball sack.
You can get your whole ball sack. You can get right under the grundle and everything.
Get my tape. That's amazing.
All right, man. Let's move it on. Our friends over at Manscaped right now, the global leaders in the below the waist grooming, want you to shave your pubes with the Mike Trout of ball trimmers. The brand new Lawnmower 4.0, only the GOAT technology for the greatest balls of all time. Your balls, my balls, Ed's balls, Isaac's balls, our listeners.
Let's not kid ourselves. We know the true champion of balls.
When you're looking to hit a home run, make sure you use the right tool for the job and choose Manscaped. 2 million men worldwide trust them, so join the movement with our exclusive offer by using the code PESKYREPORT at manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping. I've got the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. I've got ball wipes coming over. I have some other things that are coming.
What's a ball wipe?
Ball wipes. It's basically like, I don't know. It's like a towelette, I believe, and you just like wipe your junk, and it keeps like bacteria away and whatnot.
I hate getting bacteria on my junk.
I just hate bacteria. Period.
I mean, I'm not a fan of it. It's
all like vegan and stuff too. So.
Oh wow, it's vegan too. That's great that we're not using
animal byproducts on our ball sacks.
I'm glad that we're not doing that. The animal deserves more respect than that.
Yeah, cool. I can't imagine somebody who would want to eat it though. Vegan and whatnot.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to use it on my balls. That's the main thing here.
What, ball wipes? You wouldn't want to use ball wipes?
No, I don't want to use animal product on my balls. I'm fine with using ball wipes on my balls that are vegan based.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's move on now and let's talk about the Red Sox, and we got some notes to go over. So we ended up DFAing Michael Felez. Is that how you say his name, Felez, or is it Felez or Felez?
In a Spanish way, it's Felez.
Felez. All right.
Felez.
So we ended up losing Michael Felez on waivers to the Athletics. Isaac, I don't know if you were actually kidding or if you were just like, fuck.
Of what?
When he got DFA'd and he got picked up on waivers.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed out. He kind of looked good with those. I mean, his career stats aren't good, but that's who relievers are. You find them, you solve their problem, and you make them good. That's what Bloom has. Like, that's what he's done in the past with the Rays. So I like to give every reliever a chance. Like, I thought Yaxel Rios looked good for the most part. He's just been injured.
I forgot about Rios.
He's healthy, but he's in Worcester.
Yeah.
But he's very nasty, just no command.
Yeah, it's been kind of like I forgot about him, seeming as though We've got what's his name? Hansel Robles.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been pretty
Hansel
fucking
Robles.
good.
We love Hansel. So hot right now.
He's been really good. I honestly, with him and everything, though, I really don't like his entrance music, and I will never like it.
What is it again?
It's the Undertaker's theme song.
Oh,
Yeah, I am not a fan of it. I was talking about it in the last episode, and Brady just was like, he's like, oh, so like blah 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 blah, and I'm like, no, if it's the Undertaker, fuck you, no, he's not the fucking Undertaker. Like, fuck off, man. All right, let's move on. Christian Arroyo activated. Jack Lopez was optioned. Not really a surprise there. Garrett Whitlock to the IL with pectoral tightness. Ryan Brazier was called up. That wasn't a shock. We kind of figured that was going to end up happening, especially after the injury on Sunday with Garrett Whitlock. I kind of figured, I don't know if you guys thought, but I kind of figured Ryan Brazier was going to get called back up. And he actually looked really good in the outings he had during the Mets series.
he saved the game yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, he kept them.
The Red Sox announced their minor league awards. There's one name that wasn't on this list that I was really shocked about, and Cassis.
Yeah, well, problem is when you've got someone that had the season like Nick York, it's hard to win anything offensively. Cassis actually got off to a pretty slow start. He went absolutely ballistic in September, though.
Yeah, he also missed a bunch of games because he went to the Olympics. So
That's
that's
homer today. He homered today.
Yeah, he did.
I guess a top pitching prospect.
Yep,
who's no
opposite
joke.
field homer. Opposite field homer against Cade Cavalli, I think is his name. Yep.
Yeah, he's
nasty
like
stuff on the
disgusting.
Nationals. Real good. Yeah, no, it was and then him and Franchi went back to back. I think Franchi hit one like 450 feet.
yeah, Franchi. Like Cassis hit a 335-foot homer
Opposite
to
digger.
left field, and then Franchi's like, "All right, kid, this is how you do it." All right, so the Red Sox announced their minor league awards. The offensive award went to infielder Nick York. That wasn't really a shocker. The defensive award went to the outfielder Cedane Rafaela.
Yes, Rafaela, Cedane Rafaela.
Okay,
He is.
so you wanted to say
I
something?
love Rafaela. I low key. He's one of these players from the Dominican League that graduated very young. He was playing in Salem. I think he just turned 21, but he was playing this season for the most part as a 20-year-old. He switched all over the place. He played. There's like a really look up. You can find some of his defensive highlights in the outfield, but he's also played shortstop, second base, third base. Extremely fast. Surprising power considering he's like 5'8" and like maybe 160 pounds soaking wet. But he can play. He's going to be – he's one of these guys that could move through the system quickly just because he's so versatile, because he's a really your – I think he has the floor of a utility guy with the ceiling of an everyday player depending on what position they put him at. I'm a proponent of him.
The starter was right-hand pitcher Brian Bello. Reliever was right-hand pitcher Durbin Feltman.
For Bush.
Base runner was infield Christian Cass.
Yep.
Latin program position player, outfielder Alan Castro. Latin program pitcher, right-handed pitcher Jadaxon Paez. And then Tristan Cassis, Josh Winkowski, and Ronaldo Hernandez have been promoted to AAA Worcester the last 10 games of the season. As everybody already heard, Tristan Cassis hit a 335-foot opposite field home run, which it took him long enough to do it. It was his second at-bat in AAA. Didn't think we were ever going to see him hit a home run in AAA, so thankfully he did. The guy's a fucking beast. I can't wait to see him come up to Boston.
Our very own Freddie Freeman without the defense. Like I'm so excited to see him just having the monster to pepper things off of. He's going to be so good. Just him in New York. I was just saying, I haven't been this excited about a pair of Red Sox prospects, I think, since Kevin Youkilis and Dustin Pedroia were in the system. It's just so much fun to think about that infield. And you've got Mayer a couple of years later. It's going to be really fun fun being a Red Sox fan. And it already is fun, but it's going to be even more fun in a couple of years.
We've got the potential of Xander moving positions. We have the potential of Devers moving position. We have Meyer coming up. We have York or Downs. I don't know which one I'd rather have. Right now, it's starting to look like I'd rather have York over Downs.
It's a good problem to have.
It is. It really
Many players.
We definitely need a second baseman. And we're going to end up talking about that too, is like, because we do need a second baseman. I don't think Downs is going to be ready next year.
No.
I don't think that we're going to end up calling York up anytime soon. Maybe 2 years, possibly. Yeah. With the problem that we've been having this year with Arroyo, should we stick with Arroyo for next year, or should we sign Iglesias for a contract?
Oh, man. What, again, good problems to have here. I mean, Arroyo, is he – I would say bring all of them back if you can. I think that you can use Iglesias as a utility player for the whole season. Honestly, he's looked so good there. And even just defensively, he adds that to the team.
I have something else in mind.
Okay. I would love to hear, Isaac.
So, obviously, we need to fix our defense. And a utility player like Kike, who's very, very good on defense, and he draws a lot of walks. Yankee killer is Tony Kemp. He's a free agent. I would not mind bringing him in.
I like Kemp. I think he's very useful. I don't know how versatile he is. I know he plays second base and then he plays outfield, but I don't know about him, shortstop, third base, sticking him maybe at first base if you need him there. But he is a good player. That's a good name. He draws – very classic Moneyball player. Draws a lot of walks, does a lot of little things well.
I would have never thought of Tony Kemp. I mean, Iglesias has been, showing some glove at second, at short, and he also helps us when X needs some time off. He's one of those guys that don't like taking time off and whatnot. And who do we put in that position? I mean, do we put Kike over there? Before it was Marwin.
No Marwin, please. No more Marwin.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know enough about Kemp, but with what Jose Iglesias has been showing since he's been back, bring him back on a 1-year contract.
I wouldn't mind it.
He's not going to get a lot of money. He's not going to ask for a lot of money either.
2-3 mil deal.
Yeah. I mean, it would be worth it. Have him play second. Have him play short. He can play those positions. He can play. This is like one of the first times he's played second base, like on a more consistent basis. Yeah. I just think it's funny that X has actually kicked him out of shortstop twice.
They probably joked about it.
Oh, dude, I would not put it past them. Xander's probably like, yeah, this wasn't my intention when you came back. But when I found out that he was let go from the Angels, I was like, he's definitely coming back to Boston.
Yeah, it made sense at the time with all the injuries.
Exactly.
Perfect fit. And honestly, I really like him at the number 9 spot too, because his approach is so different from everybody else's on the team.
He doesn't strike out much.
No, he's so aggressive.
I like it because the way that Cora has always said it, he's like, when you have your leadoff guy and a number 9 guy, you basically have 2 leadoff guys. And to have, like, Jose Iglesias has been hitting in the 9 spot, unlike, Jackie Bradley Jr. when he was in the 9 spot all the time. He's actually getting on base. He's putting the bat to the ball. He's putting it in play and whatnot. He's getting runs scored. So I like it too. Have Kike, Iglesias, love it. So, all right, let's start talking about the series now. Marcus Stroman, a 9-12 record, 2.88 ERA, 151 strikeouts versus Eduardo Rodriguez, 11-8 with a 5 ERA, 165 Ks. The time of the game was 3 hours and 38 minutes. I'm fucking like absolutely sick and tired of like 4-hour games because tonight's game. I'm dead serious when I said I started getting bored.
Yeah, I did too. It
was just 32,146 fans. I I think like 15,000 of them were fucking Mets fans for some reason. It was fucking loud. I do love the fact that when the Mets come in, it's always like Yankees suck. Like we're a brotherhood, you know. The Mets, the Red Sox, Yankees suck. That's it. We didn't know about this until like right before the game started yesterday, that the Sox were going to end up wearing the City Connect jerseys, and it was said that they are going to continue to wear them as long as they win. So they won. They swept the Mets. We can assume that they're going to wear the City Connect jerseys in the Yankee series. Eddie started the game off. He looked pretty good. He had 3 up, 3 down, 1K. Iglesias, like we've said this for quite a couple of whatchamacallit, some of the previous episodes. Iglesias has just looked really good at second. So Eddie goes back out for the second. He goes 3 up, 3 down, 2Ks. So he's got 3 Ks throughout the second. And just fucking, he looks really good. And then he shit the bed, basically. Iglesias is hitting a hot spell. And like I said before, I think it's time to think about whether we want Iglesias or Arroyo. Arroyo's only getting like $585,000. So like losing him or moving him or even keeping him wouldn't kill us. But I wouldn't be opposed to that. Stroman ended up loading the bases yesterday. I know Bailey was really pissed off about this.
Yeah.
I wasn't too thrilled about this either. But it's something we've done a lot this season, and it's getting really old. We got to do our shit. We gotta attack when we can attack. We had the bases loaded, 0 outs, and we fucking got 0 runs. That's not a good look, especially with the team going into the fucking postseason. Go ahead, Ed.
To Xander's credit, he knocked the crap out of that ball. It was just right at J.D. Davis. He made a good play. Stroman's a ground ball pitcher. You know, it sucks, but the Mets made the play there, and they got the outs.
Was that Davis or was that Smith?
I thought it was Davis.
That was
Davis.
Davis.
Smith is an awful fielder. If Smith had made that play, I would have been shocked. But was Davis? I mean, oh, sorry, Isaac.
I thought Smith was a lefty on defense.
Yeah, he doesn't play third base. I think he's first base and left field, and I think if it was, I'd assume he was DH. And he is. If Pete Alonso is starting at first base over you defensively, you're not doing something well.
That's true.
Who was it there?
I know Lou. He tweeted something about Bogarts not really hustling out of the box.
Yeah, he was just like checking it or whatever. But then he hit a fucking home run, so
yeah, he made up for it.
Fuck off, you know?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know. I understand. Like when a hitter does something they don't want to, they get frustrated so easily, and they're like, "Fuck!" Like they go, and then like they don't hustle, and it happens.
No, it definitely does happen. Marcus Stroman was getting fucking hit pretty hard yesterday. He had 11 hard hit balls.
For Stroman to be a truly effective pitcher, he has to have a very good defense behind him, just because he's a ground ball pitcher. So if you put some really good defense behind him, he's going to be incredible. But I certainly wouldn't trust him with the Red Sox defense this year. I'll put it that way.
No, he had about 11 hard hit balls, which I didn't realize that he was a ground ball pitcher, because he was down in the zone the entire time. And the couple of times that he made the mistake of going up and into the zone, he ended up
getting destroyed.
He got destroyed. Kike hit a solo. Schwarber hit a nice double. Bobby actually hit one that probably would have been out of a home run in like 29 other parks to dead center. And Kike hit a solo, and Xander hit a 2-run ball.
Bogarts.
Yeah. So he got punished. I mean, he went 5 innings. He gave up 7 hits, 4 runs. He walked 2. He struck out 3. I thought he struck out more for some reason. Yeah, and then Miguel Castro came out and Brad Heath Hembury. I didn't realize he was with the Mets. That was a shocker when I found that out.
He looks so much like Danny McBride. I can't get over that.
So back to the bases loaded for the Red Sox and whatnot. So the Red Sox ended up loading the bases, didn't get anything out of it. So Eddie was like, "Oh, I'm going to one up Strumming, and I'm going to load the bases up." And this time he let up. They got 2 runs, so they took advantage of it, which they were supposed to. They should have. Third base made a horrible call and had Alonso go home, which was terrible. Fucking absolutely ridiculously poor, pathetic, and he was pissed off about that. So the Mets ended up scoring 2. In the next half inning, the Red Sox ended up scoring 3 with the Kike solo shot. Schwarber hit a double, and then Xander hit the 2-run bomb. One thing that was disappointing is Verdugo and JD both went over 4. We need to really stop putting JD out in the outfield because every time he's out in the outfield, he sucks.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of. I'm honestly kind of hoping low key that he opts out and they just sign Schwarber to play DH full time. I know he's hitting a little better, but I'm kind of over JD.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people are pretty excited about. Not excited, but they want JD to opt out. So I'm one of them. I wouldn't mind him opting out. I'm not going to be pissed off if he opts in. The only way he opts out is if they make the DH universal.
Yeah.
The other thing is like we also got to remember there's this whole like possibility of a lockout.
Yeah. Oh God.
I don't want it to fucking happen. But with the CBA coming up at the end of this year, we have to actually think about it. But let's move on. Alonso actually hit a fucking rocket off of Richards. That wasn't a shocker. I'm not upset with that. Richards, you know what? You got beat by Alonso. Okay, whatever. Richards doing his thing. Davis and Robles each had scoreless appearances. Darwinson ends up locking it down. Final 6-3. The Sox are 87-65 during this series. Winning pitcher Ryan Brazier. Stroman lost the game. What are our thoughts on this game, on the first game?
It was exciting. It was close for a bit, and then they broke it open. It's just a nice, solid win. Nothing to complain about with it. Brazier was huge. That was his biggest inning of the season for certain.
What would you say, Isaac?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard. I don't know why the fuck I thought you said something. Something playing in my fucking background on my computer or something. What were your thoughts on the game?
I liked it. Besides that one inning where they squandered the bases loaded and then they allowed a couple of runs. I have to say this, though. I don't know what's up with Erod. I think he's tipping or something. But
yeah, there's a lot of rumors going on saying that that people are thinking he's tipping. I think Lou said something about that.
Yeah, but there's something about him. In a couple innings, he looks like prime Johan Santana. And then another one, he just sucks. Like what are you doing? And he changes his delivery mid-game, and that has got to stop. He has to stop doing that.
Maybe it's
the Mariners, he did it. I don't know. I mean, I guess he's usually good every other start, so hopefully that means he does good Sunday. But it's just annoying.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. I thought it was a good game. I was kind of torn because I'm a huge Marcus Stroman fan. I've gotten shit for this before. I really like Stroman. I wasn't rooting for him to have a good game. I was actually kind of hoping he was going to go 5 innings, and then the bullpen would blow it for him, and I would have been totally fine with that. That way, it was a win-win. Like Marcus Stroman did good, and the Red Sox did good. But I'll take the Red Sox beating a pitcher of an opposing team any day of the week over my love for a player. But it was a good game. Very good game. It was even better because the Red Sox won. Second game, Chris Sale. How long did you think that Chris Sale was actually going to pitch in this game without knowing that the Red Sox were going to score like 50 runs?
5 innings, I thought it was going to be.
Isaac?
Say the question again.
How many innings did you actually think that Sale was going to pitch in the second game?
Oh, my prediction, I told a fan, I said 6 innings. Yeah, I said 6 innings and 2 runs. I was close.
Jordan?
Yeah, I told Jordan that. Me and him talked a lot.
I told Jordan I was like 4 2/3 innings, and he's like, nope, he's definitely going to pitch 15 outs. And I was just like, okay, like, I want to be wrong. It's not like me. It's not. It wasn't impossible that Sale was going to pitch 4 2/3 innings. It really, it's they've been kind of not babying him, but they've been trying to take care of him. You know what I mean?
COVID sent him back.
Yeah, definitely did. Sale started off with 1-2-3 first inning, 2 Ks. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Notes really weren't done for this game because there was too much excitement going on with all the guys scoring and whatnot. But I do know it ain't you. It ain't you, man.
I didn't do any of this game.
All of us.
None of us did. I did a little bit.
I enjoyed doing them. That's why I'm like, I forgot.
Oh, dude, don't worry about it. It is what it is. Give me a quick second. I'm going to pull up the box.
I can remember everything by my head, so
that's good for you. I can't.
Nope.
I really.
I was
I have
talking
such young
about
brain
this.
cells.
I was talking about this on the last episode. I was like, like I could sit here and watch a game and I can remember shit, but when it comes to like going to a game, I don't remember what the fuck happened. Any. So hold on 1 second. I just want to check something.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. When you go to a live game, you're just so into it, you kind of forget what happens.
So
or you're drinking.
Fun fact: every single person in the original lineup got a hit.
Oh, that's just awesome.
Vasquez was the last one, I think. He had a double.
Yep, Vasquez got a double. He was the last person to get and actually, every player but Devers and Vasquez scored a run from the original lineup. So that's fun. We had 37 at bats, only 8 strikeouts. I'm not upset with that, but I am upset with leaving fucking 15 runners on base. So did you? I saw this on Twitter earlier. Did you guys hear the fucking little Mario Brother coin up thing? Someone stole a base. I forgot who it was that stole a base. Who stole a base? Did anybody steal a base? Huh?
I don't know if anyone on our
team.
It
I'm looking at the box score.
Bias stole base.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing any in the box score either.
Yeah, I didn't. There was the thing where they did the Mario Brothers the coin thing, whatever, and I guess that's whenever someone steals a base or some shit, and someone was like, "Wait a minute, what was that noise?" It was like, "Oh, so and so stole a base." I don't know if it was this game or yesterday's game. It could have been yesterday's game. I'm not sure. Either way, it's still kind of funny. Sale only went 5 innings. Barnes. Let's talk about Barnes.
What do you think of Barnes right now, Brad?
I'm going to ask Isaac what he thinks about Barnes right now. Because I think you and I are on the same page right about now here, Mr. Ed Brady.
Okay. Barnes, no, shut up. He does not suck. In August, he was bad, and I don't think it's all of his fault. He was overused. He literally said, by quote, that Like, he was very tired when he was in, and it messed with his mechanics. And Corey realized that, and he's done a better job of not overusing the relievers, which I love him for that. All right, going back to Barnes, though. He's had 2 appearances this month. He's had 2. So give him a break, please. He's going to have more appearances against the Nationals and Orioles.
How's he looked?
He hasn't
How
been
do you look against the Orioles?
What?
How do you look against the Orioles?
He looked better against the Orioles than he did against the Mets.
I'll give you that. He still sucks.
He got screwed by one. He got screwed by one at bat. He had 1 walk, and then other than that, he was fine. It does take relievers a couple of outings to like be themselves. So,
I mean, he did it. He had a couple outings. He rehabbed.
That doesn't count.
He had 2 rehab. Come on, man.
That's not major league hitters.
Right. So he should be able to fucking get him out.
He'll get him out when he faces the Orioles.
He looked
Nationals.
like shit when I saw him when he was pitching for Portland.
Just be patient with him.
I've been fucking patient with him.
Okay, give him a couple more outings, and if he continues
I'll
to
give him
suck,
another
I'd be
year.
worried.
I'll give him another year.
He's gassed. And it's the same issue that he's had every single year.
No,
They overuse him. He gets exhausted, and it takes him longer. I mean, he got 10 days off from COVID from his arm. You know, he got the time off to rest. His velocity should be higher than it's been.
COVID ruins an athlete's performance. It makes them weaker. That's just what it does. Every athlete who's had COVID has regressed, and it takes time for them to build up. But
Really?
Barnes is not. I don't think he's gassed. Like
Xander looks fine.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
TK looks fine.
Kike was struggling when he came back, and he said like my timing's been off, and then he's fine now.
Well,
It takes some time.
Off.
Also, what Ed said is wrong because in the 2018 playoffs, Barnes was amazing. He had a 0.87 ERA in like 10 innings. It's not
How is he in August? How is he in August? How is he in September?
In September, he was fine. In August, he sucked. For some reason, August just hates him. But I think this August was mainly because Cora was overusing him. Like a couple of those outings against the Blue Jays, he should have not been pitching. He pitched twice in a doubleheader, and then he pitched the next day. He pitched 3 outings in a span of 24 hours. That's not all on Barnes. That's also on Cora.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm not saying it's his fault. I am saying that the damage is more lasting than just giving him a little bit of time off in between to come back. Since that time, he has been not what he was before. You can't tell me he hasn't. He's been that pitcher.
I don't think these 2 outings have anything to do with what happened in August. I don't.
It just sucks. Well, he only pitched a third of an inning. He gave up a hit, gave up a run, walked 2 batters, didn't strike out anybody. This is now his 2nd appearance in Boston. He had an appearance in Portland, and where else? He had 2, didn't he? Worcester and Portland, I think it was.
Yeah.
So I mean, Perez didn't even have that many. Whatchamacallit? He went to Worcester. He pitched 1 inning there, and then he went and hit up with the team. And he pitched out in Seattle. And Perez actually sucks. No, nothing. Okay, let's move on. Frazier ended up coming in. You got 2/3 of an inning, 0s across the board. Ottavino came out, hit, run, a walk, and a strikeout. He gave up a home run. Was that home run to Pete Alonso?
It was. It was a Fenway home run.
That wasn't really a Fenway home run. I mean, it wasn't like a fucking bomb. Okay, maybe it was a Fenway home run.
It wasn't a pesky pole shot or something. It was just
no. It was definitely it was in the right field. It was probably like 3 rows in. Who's farting?
That was, I think, a car outside.
Was that on your side, Isaac?
No.
No, that was over here with me. That was a car here.
They got the fucking coffee hands on the back of their fucking car. Josh Taylor comes in, pitches an inning. He gives up a hit, strikes out 2. Martin Perez comes in, scares the shit out of me, gives up 2 hits, 1 run. Looked good. I was shocked. I thought he was going to give up a bomb to fucking Alonso. I want to talk about Schwarber in this game because Schwarber fucking, I would love to like lick this man.
What was that sound? That's what I imagine the ball rag you were talking about. That's what I imagine that and the sound that makes.
The ball wipe.
Yeah.
Hey, when I get them, I'll show. Dude, fucking seriously, man. When you go to manscaped.com, look for the ball wipes. They're fucking fantastic. You get 20% off of it. You got nothing to fucking lose.
I'm saying this totally unironically. I'm doing that as soon as we're done recording this. I'm so fascinated just by this conceptually.
So Schwarber hit his first home run, and I had said, I was like, does this guy hit home runs anywhere else but center field? Because usually, if you hit it to center field, you're like dead on the ball. So he hits a fucking home run to center field. Hogdale fucking chimes in. He goes, oh, yeah, they were talking about it on the radio. Every home run he's hit with the Red Sox has been to dead center field. And then literally the next time he comes up, he hits a fucking Jesus fucking Christ. It was a goddamn bomb. I don't give a fuck if it was like 4 rows up. The way it sounded off the goddamn bat was just like that thing was obliterated. And he hit it to right field. I was like, motherfucker, the one time I say something. Do you think even if JD opts in, do you think that the Red Sox should go after Schwarber?
No.
Whoa, why not?
Because you could spend that money on a worse hitter who's still above average and much better defense. Someone like Chris Taylor. Unfortunately, I would want JD to opt out. We can use that money to get Schwarber because I'm predicting Schwarber gets like a 4-year deal, $80 million, something like that. But if JD's most likely going to opt in, I doubt he opts out. And I just don't think we should be paying $45 million to 2 DHs for 1 season. Yeah. But okay, I don't think 2022 is our year. So I wouldn't be pissed if we pay Schwarber because then Schwarber takes over once JD leaves and our team's going to get better. So I don't hate it.
So then that actually locks Devers to become the DH if that was the route that they decided to go. Because I know that, if it was a perfect world and the Red Sox listened to everything that we said, we would have Devers go to DH. We'd have Xander goes to third. We'd have. Do we keep Dahlbeck or do we trade him?
Nah, keep him. You have to keep him.
So then, what do we do with Casas?
He's first base.
Exactly.
Dahlbeck, you just gotta find a way to put him in the lineup. I think he's legit.
I mean, I think Dahlbeck's a legit. I got to take these fucking things off.
Obviously, what he's doing right now is not sustainable, but his quality of contact is way too good to trade him. He has a lot of value now.
He does. And I think, we could get a return if we were to trade him. I don't want to trade him, but I'm just saying, if we have Casas and Casas is going to be our first baseman and we're going to move Bogey over to third, what do we do with Dahlbeck?
Yeah. Casas also struggles versus lefties, so you got to take that in mind. He has not done good against lefties this year. He's still developing, but he could be that player where he just never hits lefties and he rakes versus righties. That's where you have Dahlbeck. He can play DH and first base against lefties.
So what do we do with Devers DH?
Devers, I sometimes like him at third, but he just makes too many stupid errors, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Fucking get him off my team.
He makes amazing plays. like I'm like astonished, like wow, how did he do that? And then other times he botches up a routine ground ball that I could make with my eyes closed, and I'm just like, what the fuck, Devers?
That's it.
There's a real logjam right now. So just listing everybody that we had there. We've got JD Martinez, left field DH. Kyle Schwarber, left field DH. Sort of first base, not quite yet. Bobby Dalbec, first base, third base. Tristan Cassis.
Third base, DH.
Yes, they can all do DH. They can all DH. Right. Tristan Cassis waiting in the wings. First base, maybe DH, I guess, but I know they want to use him as a first base.
Isn't he a third baseman as well?
He hasn't played third base in a while. I think he's technically listed as a third baseman, but he's a first baseman at this point. Something's going to have to give there because you're not going to be able to play all of them. Dalbec. So I mean, I get what you're saying with Dalbec as the bench bat, and you kind of using him against lefties. But Schwarber struggles with lefties also, so you have a few guys there that he can alternate with. You have that rotation potentially, but it's going to end up being a bit. What's the term? It's an embarrassment of riches when you could maybe be turning one of those guys, and I hate to say it, but probably Dalbec into a pitcher. Now, the key here is though that Did
you just say Dalbec to a pitcher?
No, you trade him for a pitcher. You move him to a pitcher. No, you trade him.
Okay.
Although he was a pitcher in college, but no, you trade him.
I heard the same thing.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's past midnight here. I've been working since I had to get up at 7 this morning, or I had to be at work at 7 this morning, so I'm just a little tired at this point. But that's sort of my point. It's just there's so much. There's just too many guys with the same skill set. You can't keep all of them, I don't think.
Nope. So we've already talked about the Christian Arroyo and Iglesias situation. Still wouldn't be upset with keeping Iglesias. He seems like a real nice fit right now. It sucks that we're not going to be able to use him in the postseason.
At least we've got Arroyo for that, though, so it's not like what I mean. It's like Arroyo's fine, but
now speaking of, we have to. How many pitchers are we allowed to have in the postseason?
I'm not sure what the rule is.
You just need a 25 or a 26-man roster. I think it's 25. It's 26. Okay.
Yeah, it's 26.
We'll probably keep a 4-man bench, and we'll have 4 starters and 8 relievers.
How many relievers do we have right now?
It's a 28-man roster right now, so I'm not actually sure what the difference is there. Who do you, if you're having to build, let's say 8 people out of the pen for the Red Sox, who are you picking?
Who are you talking to?
Either of you, whichever wants to go first. Which one?
Okay, I'll go first.
Who do you pick?
Okay, I'll go first. So you have Houck.
Yep.
You have Whitlock. You have Taylor. You have Davis. You have Darwinson. That's 5. You have Ottavino. You have Barnes. And the last guy I would choose is probably Robles. So that's 8.
So you're not going with Richards, our best.
Oh, motherfucker. I forgot him. Okay. That's hard.
Yeah.
It is. So let me go ahead and do this, all right? So Richards is going to be my number 1. Houck and Whitlock are going to be, my other 2. I mean, granted, Whitlock and Houck are going to be fantastic out of the pen. I've just been in love with how Richards has been handling it, being in the pen. I would go. So we need a lefty. So I'm going Big Fudge. Gonna go Taylor because we need another lefty. Probably gonna go Darwinson. So now we got 3 righties, 3 lefties, right? I'll go Ottavino. And it looks like I would probably I don't know, man, because I'd have to throw a toss-up between Barnes and Robles, and I think Robles has shown better. But Isaac's over here, going to bang his head up against the fucking wall.
I love that the last, half hour has just been antagonize Isaac over Barnes.
Okay, forget it. Three-man bench, and we have 9 relievers. That's the problem. Think about it. Shaw, Plawecki, and who's a right-handed bat? Who's the right-handed bat? Shaw, Plawecki, and Arroyo can be your 3-man bench.
But Arroyo's going to be playing second base
And you
anyways.
think about it. Against lefties, Verdugo's going to be on the bench as well. And against righties, someone's going to have to be sacrificed.
I'm taking Duran on the Jaron Duran for the
No.
playoffs just because of that speed. He's the best pinch runner you've got there. That's where you need somebody like that. That's where teams would bring up guys like Roman Quinn or Terrence Gore for a series. That's what Dave Roberts made his.
I was about to say Dave Roberts.
I am also thinking this, but if Pivetta lays down a couple of trash outings, I could see him miss the playoffs, and they can do Houck as a 4th-game starter, but he goes like 3 innings.
That seems too much like a bullpen game out of the playoffs, which I would be not with this team. I'd be a little if it was the Rays pen maybe, but
if you think about it, he would go game 4, which could mean a possible day off. You go Houck 3, you can go Richards, Whitlock for 3 or 4 innings, and you can use many other relievers for matchups. That could work. Houck's really, really effective in the first 3-4 innings. After that, he kind of slows down, but
he's really effective in the first 2 times through the lineup.
In the first 2 times through the order, he's a number 1 starter, and then after that, he's
Martin Perez.
Yeah, he's Zach Godley.
Why wouldn't you want that to wrap up a game then, though? If you already have the lead in the 5th inning.
Yeah, but he's saying have him go like 3 innings, have Richards go a couple innings, have Whitlock go a couple innings.
I mean, let's be real. Would you rather trust Houck being an opener for 3 or 4 innings against a playoff team, or would you rather start Nick Pivetta? I would go with Houck.
I'd go with a 4-man rotation in that circumstance.
Pivetta's not trustable. If he doesn't have his fastball
command, no, but why would he be in the rotation, though? You go Sale, Eovaldi.
Just for the regular season.
Yeah, you go Sale, Eovaldi, Erod, and who are they using as the number? What's the rotation right? Oh, yeah, you're right. Pivetta is the number 4 starter. God, I really am getting tired here.
Just the thing with Pivetta. I think with Pivetta, I think they're going to end up starting him, but if Cora sees that he's not on, he's going to yank him in the 2nd or 3rd inning. Like, he has to. Like, no offense to Pivetta, I don't mind him as a 5 starter, but in the playoffs, if you don't have your fastball going, I'm going to yank you and I'm going to put in my bullpen to save the game. It's kind of like what we did in 2017 with Porcello and Doug Fister. We won one of those games.
Oh, man, I forgot about Doug Fister. What a hilarious last name.
One of those
it's almost as funny as Hand.
Not
one of
quite,
those guys
though.
we took out and we took out in like the 2nd or 3rd inning, and we put in David Price, and he went like 5-6 scoreless innings. You just have to save like your team in the playoffs if your starter allows 2 runs in the first couple innings, unless you're Sale or Eovaldi.
I have to agree with that, though. With the bench, we're gonna have to put Duran there.
I'm not a fan of Duran, I'll be honest.
You don't have to be a fan of his like fielding or hitting ability. We need his speed.
If you think about it, the only player he's really going to go in for, if it's a close or tie game in the bases, it's probably going to be Vasquez. But you don't want to take him out because Plawecki has a noodle arm, and they're going to run all over him if they go to first base.
If you need a steal base,
you can't take out Bogarts or you can't take out JD. You can't take out Schwarber. Those bats are too valuable.
If it's
you're not going to pitch run for Schwarber.
If it's the 9th inning and Schwarber's on he hit a double and it's the go-ahead run, I'm sorry, I'm pinch hitting for Schwarber. Or not pinch hitting, I'm pitch running.
It depends on the situation. If it's 2 outs, yeah. If it's anything other than that, I would not.
If it's 1 out, 0 outs, I'd still. Nope. If it's, oh my! So you're telling me you have a chance to win the game? You have Schwarber sitting on second. You have 0 outs. You're not pinch running him. Duran for Schwarber.
I mean, if Schwarber's going to be on second base, you're going to have Bogarts, Devers. You're going to have your best hitters up. You would think one of them is going to come through. In extra innings, there's no bullshit man on second, no out stuff. It's no one on base. You have to get 3 outs. You have to score. I would not. I'm not a fan of Duran. He is fast.
Right. So if Schwarber's on second, and there's 0 outs, you're not going to pinch run for him. So if somebody hits
2 outs, yes.
If somebody, I want to win it. I don't want to fuck around. I want to win it.
Okay, hear me out. If it's on second base, no outs, and there's a runner on third with 1 out, yes, that's when you put in Duran. I don't think second
you don't need to put Duran in for that because now you've got a guy on third.
Yeah, no,
yeah. About a guy on third
and a sac fly. All it takes is a sac fly. Right. That's why I said, you got to play out the situation first because you could put in Duran at second base and there could be 3 straight strikeouts, whereas Schwarber could be at third base with 1 out.
Right. So you're saying you'd keep Schwarber in because you've got Bogey, Devers, JD behind him. But then you're saying that I don't think that you're going to strike out all 3 of those guys back to back to back.
It's very unlikely, but
I'm going with it's about 90% unlikely.
Because if he's on second base and no outs, a ground ball to the right side, slow ground ball. That's all.
Look at what Duran did when he hit a ball to second base against the New York Yankees. He made it into a fucking double. That was to second base. And that was because of his fucking speed. Imagine if somebody hits a freaking, not even a grounder, or maybe somebody throws a fly ball or whatever, a liner to right field and deep right field. I could see him possibly making them make a fucking mistake because of his speed.
You never make an out at third base. That's one of the few rules in baseball.
I'm not saying he would. I don't think he would make an out at third base. If it's the deep, it could be fucking shallow right field. I still think that he can go from second to third and still be fine. I don't know. I honestly think that Duran needs to be on this. I'd get rid of fucking Shaw off the bench.
Oh God, in a heartbeat.
I would put Duran in over him in a heartbeat.
I don't know.
You do need this. You need the speed. Imagine it comes down. Hypothetically, the Red Sox go to the World Series and they need to go from first to say fucking home, right? Schwarber, let's forget about the double. Schwarber hits a single. It's fucking 0 outs. The bottom of the ninth, Fenway Park. And all you got to do is fucking score 1 run, and you need somebody to go from first to home. Who's the one guy in the entire 40-man roster that you would trust to go from first to home faster than anybody else?
That's obviously going to be Duran.
Okay, so you agree. Thank you.
Brad, I think that Duran needs to hire you as his hype man because that was beautiful.
We need somebody with speed. We don't have Duran is literally the only person we have that could fucking steal bases. We have how many fucking stolen bases do we have as a team? I think Vasquez still fucking has the most stolen bases, and I think it's at 8. That's fucking pathetic.
We have a great offense. You don't need to steal bases.
Yeah, but still.
But you need to create runs, though. When it's the one run that you need, that option is invaluable to have that.
I don't know.
Imagine if the Red Sox didn't have Dave Roberts steal second base.
That's the greatest closer of all time. That's Mariano Rivera. That's different. He was so good that you knew what pitch he was going to throw, and he still couldn't hit it.
Right, but Dave Roberts stole second, and he was safe. That was his speed.
I don't know. Maybe it's because
you don't like Durant. It's almost as bad as me and not even me, Brady hating fucking Barnes.
You hating Santana. Oh, yeah,
Brad. I forgot about that motherfucker. Is he still around?
I don't.
Is he still around? Tell me, is he still around? Because if he's around and he ends up making it on this fucking postseason,
oh my God,
I will fucking lose my shit.
What if they put him on it instead of Duran? That's the speed option.
Oh my God, you're fucking killing me here.
Just right now with Duran, His defense is like god awful.
We don't need his defense. We need
he
his
can't
speed.
hit.
That's all
Yeah,
we
but
need.
I'm afraid if we put him in and we don't score him, he's gonna come up with a big situation and against, let's say let's say Ryan Presley or I don't know, an elite reliever on whichever playoff team. That's a bad matchup. He's most likely gonna strike out. You don't want him up in the playoffs. That's what I'm worried about.
But he wouldn't be theoretically. Wouldn't you put him on there to either tie or win the game for you? Like you're not making a play to try to keep it.
I put him on. I put him on if there's a run on third base with less than 2 outs, and that's about it. Or if there's a run on first base of 2 outs, because you're stealing. That's the only reason. A sack fly, you need him on third base.
I'm going with Durant. Durant's going to be on this team.
Okay, so if it's a 3-man bench, it'll be Verdugo or Arroyo. Verdugo won't play against lefties.
But Arroyo's going to be second base. Why is he going to be on the bench?
Okay, against right-handed pitchers, I kind of really feel like Dalbec.
You think Kike's going to play second base? He's our best center fielder.
Yes, but you need Dalbec in the lineup against playoff pitching the way he's been hitting. Verdugo should play center field fine if there's no sun.
So you're saying at Tropicana Field he'll be fine?
Yeah, he should be.
Well, seems as though the first fucking game is going to be at Fenway.
The situation's hard. You just cannot bench Bobby's bat the way he's hitting. You have to play him. You have to put your 9 best hitters in the playoffs, especially against the Rays. Against lefties, Dalbec's going to play and Verdugo's going to sit out. But against righties, my hypothetical lineup is Hernandez second base, Schwarber left field, Bogarts shortstop, Devers third base, Martinez DH, Renfroe right field, Verdugo center, Bobby first base, and Vasquez catcher. That's my opinion on what the lineup should be against right-handed pitchers. Mm-hmm. If we're facing Garrett Cole in the wildcard game at Fenway, you might have to risk Kike at center field for better offense.
Better defense?
No, you're putting Kike at second base to put Dalbec in the lineup. It'll make your defense worse, but it's Garrett Cole. You got to find ways to score runs off of him. Dalbec can go deep. He can go deep any at bat. It's a tough situation, but Verdugo has to step up. I don't agree with benching Bobby. It kind of annoys me. He's been the second best hitter in baseball since the All-Star break.
Who's been the best?
Harper.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. So he's been the best bat in the American League.
Yeah, he has. I'm not exaggerating or anything. I just think that's too valuable of a bat to not put in the lineup. It's a good problem to have. That's what I mostly get out of it. And it's up to Corey. He knows it. He kind of has a good problem that he's dealing with the 3-man bench we were talking about and how Dalbec has to sit some games.
What happens so here's the bigger question. Hypothetically, we make it to the World Series and we have to play a National League team. How does the fucking lineup look then? Isaac's mind's gonna fucking blow.
Schwarber plays catcher.
Yes. Yeah. Give him a bunch of injected shots that will just make his hormones immune to getting injured. Just put him at catcher.
Give him an IV of cortisone or something into his knees.
Okay, if you want me to blow my brain out and answer that question for you. Okay. Kike, second base. Is it a righty or a lefty?
Let's say lefty.
Okay. That kind of makes it easier. Kike, second base.
I thought your feet were fucking cat. Was a cat, dude.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna lie. The way that your feet were fucking.
Okay, so Kike, second base. Renfroe right field.
All right, so you got a lefty up, and you're going to put Kike and
No, my bad. Kike center field, Renfroe right field, Bogart shortstop, Devers third base, Martinez left field, Dahlbeck first base. Who am I missing? Second base, Arroyo, catcher Vasquez, and then the pitcher. Schwarber and Verdugo are lefties, and if that's gonna happen, that's probably gonna be the lineup.
Yeah, you're right. I'll figure.
Against righties, it makes it harder. That's why I'm kind of glad. Like, now you're gonna ask me to do righties, aren't you?
Nope.
If honestly, the way JD Martinez has not been hitting like quality pitching, I'd bench him.
Ed,
he might.
Let's hear
he
yours.
Could get
Let's
My
hear
lineup
yours
for the
for
playoffs
lefties.
versus
against
lefties.
National League.
National League versus lefties. All right. Kike in center. Let's do. This is against lefties. So
Nope,
okay. Kike
righty. Sorry, righty.
No. Okay, against righties. Kike in center. Let's do Schwarber in left. Xander at shortstop. Rafi cleanup. Honestly, you guys can disagree with me on this one if you want to, but I'm going to put this is against righties. I'm going to put JD in right. Yeah, I'm not taking that one back. I'm putting him in right. He did it when he first came to the Red Sox. He can do it if Ortiz can play first base in the World Series at the age of 40. We could have JD there for a couple days. Dalbec sixth. Who else is left? Verdugo seventh. Let's go.
Where's
Dalbec.
Verdugo playing though?
Yeah.
You're right. If Kike's in center. Actually, no, I'll put Kike at second then and put Verdugo in center. Shit, what's left? Sorry, I'm so fucking tired at this point.
And then
Vasquez. I'm gonna put Vasquez eighth, and I don't know whoever's left ninth. I'm
Pitcher.
faded. Pitcher. No, let's bet the pitcher.
No. Ninth would be pitcher.
No. Let's bat the pitcher. Let's bat the pitcher eighth. Just because fucking. No, let's do it.
I'm gonna be an asshole.
For chaos.
Because chaos reigns.
Chaos reigns supreme. Brad, you are chaos god. Be an asshole. Let's do it.
All right, Kike center, Schwarber second. I'm joking.
Yes. No, Schwarber back second. I love it. I love this lineup so fucking much. Keep going.
No, I know why he said that. One of his co-hosts was taking him seriously.
I would never put Schwarber at second base. I don't think he could play. I don't even like him playing first base. Never mind.
I want him at second.
I honestly and I'm not even fucking kidding with this either. It's like if we have Shaw, I don't understand why we aren't playing him at second. He's played first. He's played third. He's played second. He played a lot of second when he was with Milwaukee. He could play the fucking position. I don't understand why we haven't had him there.
Probably because he's not that good at it.
I didn't say it was good.
Iglesias is more versed, like he's more smooth and has better range.
Well,
he has quicker hands, quicker
He does,
feet.
but he's not going to be available for the postseason.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, we could use him there. Shaw there.
What happens when fucking Arroyo goes down in the postseason? Who are we going to put at second base? We're going to put fucking Kike there and then never play him in center field?
That's probably what's going to happen.
That's fucking terrible. That's fucking terrible. God damn it. I don't want to think about it. All right, guys. We got anything else that we want to add into this?
How about we put JD Martinez at second base and we put Vasquez
Yes.
at shortstop?
We can always put Devers at second. We can put Vasquez at third.
Vasquez has played second too, actually.
Why don't we put JD behind the plate?
I like that idea.
Oh no!
Why don't we have a fucking MLB The Show fucking team going? Talk about fucking chaos reigns here. Jesus. All right, guys, we got anything else?
Who was the player of the series? Who do y'all think? Bogarts?
Nah. Sorry.
Iglesias?
Nope.
I know who I got.
Who you got, Ed?
Schwarber. just for the 2 bombs today. I enjoyed that so much. I enjoyed just being able to say, man, it's great that we got Schwarber instead of Rizzo. Remember all those guys that liked Rizzo more than Schwarber, and then Schwarber did this great thing for us? I don't even give a shit if I'm objectively wrong about it, and Rizzo's defense would have been more valuable. I'm just glad I got to do that today with the 2 home runs. So thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
I'm going to go with Schwarber.
I'll go Bogarts the first game and Schwarber the second game. What about the predictions for this weekend?
Yeah, that's actually a really good. Why am I fucking always forgetting that? Jesus Christ. All right, so we've got Eovaldi versus Cole. We've got Pivetta versus Cortez, and then we got Erod versus Montgomery. I think we can get to Cole, and Eovaldi has been pitching pretty good against the Yankees this season.
And
so I think, and he's pitched good at Fenway, so I think that's going to be the one game we win. I'm going 1-2. Pivetta sucks at Fenway, and Erod hasn't been all that great at Fenway either.
Okay.
I'm glad you're saying this one, Brad, so I don't have to be the negative Nancy for this one. I'm going to go 2 of 3 just because I think they're going to light up Kermit the Frog, and I think they're going to win the Sunday game.
All right, so here's the real question. Friday, Saturday is NESN games, and Sunday is an ESPN game.
Oh.
How long do we think the fucking Sunday night game is going to be? Is it going to be more or less than 4 hours long?
Which one's
if I have my TV muted?
I'm gonna go with more than 4 hours, and I'm also gonna go with at least like 6 A-Rod references to how great the Yankees are that are totally like silly and confusing.
All right, Isaac, you didn't put your predictions on.
Okay, so
Eovaldi versus Cole.
I'm 50-50 on it, but I'll take a close Red Sox win. I think someone like Schwarber or like Renfroe is just gonna take Cole deep for like a 2-3 run homer in like the 5th or 6th inning, and we win by 1 or 2 runs.
Pivetta versus Cortez.
Cortez has been really good for them, but he's due for a bad start. I think we get to Cortez, and I think Pivetta goes 5 and allows a couple runs. And I think we win that, and I think we lose the Sunday game. So I'll take 2 out of 3.
Okay, I'm going 1 for 3, and you both are going 2 for 3. All right. So now do we have anything else?
I just want to explain my my name in the titles for people listening. It's Ed plus Brady equals Theo Grande, and that was because we were talking about how I'm like the young person that uses more stat stuff, and he's like the old aging scout. So I guess I'm like Ariana Grande, and he's like Theo Epstein, and he requested that I explain that, so I'm explaining that.
Fuck Brady.
Nah, Brady's great. I love Brady.
Fuck Brady.
Theo Epstein would realize Matt Barnes is a good pitcher.
Nope, he's definitely not Theo then. And fuck Matt Barnes.
Rude.
Thank you for listening to the Pesky Report. Make sure to follow us on social media at Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Pesky Report. No matter what platform you're listening to us on, please make sure to leave us a review and a comment and let us know how we're doing. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.